And welcome back to Sports Extra, everyone. Can you believe it? Basketball season is right around the corner on all the levels, from bitty basketball all the way up to college and pro. And one team that's looking to make some waves in the Southwestern Athletic Conference is Alabama A&M. We've got Dailin Smith, we got Omari Peek. So last year, Dailin, you averaged 10.5 points. Omari, you averaged about 6 points per game. But what do you want to do to improve for this upcoming season?
We definitely want to work hard and get some more wins and compete for a championship. So that's our biggest goal right now, and that's what we're working for every day. So definitely get that championship.
Definitely. Championship, that's the main goal.
One guy that wants to lead you guys to a championship is Coach Hughley Jr. He had his first year on the helm, getting you guys to the SWAC semifinals last year in the tournament down in Birmingham. So I've got to ask, what was it like playing under Coach Hughley in year one?
It was amazing. It was a totally different experience. He's a great coach. He has a lot of experience and a lot of connects. So, he came from the pros, and that's ultimately where we want to go. So, we just listen to him and know that he could take us to where we're trying to be.
Yeah, he has a great basketball mind as well. Like, the guy knows the game. He knows basketball. He knows how to get us to where we need to be, for sure.
Was there anything particular that might have been a little off at first, but then you got used to his coaching skills? Yeah. And if so, could we get a little detail on that?
Yeah, definitely. Just having a new coach in general, you got to learn each other, and the players got to learn the coach, and the coaches got to learn the players. So, he had high expectations from us, just being around pros all the time. So, just raising our level of basketball IQ and expectations. So that was one of the things, and just trying to understand how he thinks the game and try to understand how he wants us to think the game. So, yeah, he just challenged us, and, a lot of people stepped up to the challenge, is why we was able to win, 16 games and continue to win more this year.
So last year, we saw you for the final time when you ended up falling to Texas Southern. Clearly a game that went back and forth down there in Birmingham. What are some of the things you felt like you guys left on the basketball court with that contest?
Definitely, I feel like, unfortunately, me or Omari didn't play there in that game because of injuries.
Lost a lot of scoring.
Yeah, so that lost a lot of,
A lot of scoring, a lot of aggression, a lot of, because me and him, we're tall, we're big, so that's a lot of length on the defensive end that we're losing as well.
Yeah, that's going off of that. We lost a lot of scoring and, 2 leaders, and, and we had to play smaller guards and less experienced people. So, we weren't really prepared for that. But, now we're going into a year where everyone's more experienced, and, everybody has that year under their belt. And, now we don't plan on losing to anybody else. So.
Now, during the summer, you guys both received an invite to the HBCU Top 50 camp over in Atlanta. Talk about that honor.
Oh man, that's an amazing honor. It's just a great experience. It's my second year being nominated, so just having that, nomination under your belt, that you're one of the top 25 players in your conference, and knowing not everyone could get that invite, it kind of puts like a little confidence in your step, because a lot of people didn't get invited to that.
Right. So
going into the season, it kind of, gives you a little push with confidence, knowing that, you have something that a lot of people can't say.
Yeah. We had a few guys, so when you're a part of this program, you got a few guys, we going in with the expectation, like, we got to do something big. We got these guys that are doing well for themselves, so, yeah, for sure. What
should fans expect when they walk into the event center to see the men's basketball team play?
A lot of excitement and a lot of wins. I feel like last year we were kind of building the foundation and the platform to build up on top, and now we have the pieces, we have the team, we have the talent. So now it's up to us to put it all together. And
we're gonna do it.
Definitely.
We're gonna do it.
What are some of the things you like about the event center? Because it is state of the art, and by far it's it's the brand new arena in the SWAC now.
I would say just the environment. I feel like we got the best fans in the SWAC. So whenever we're able to fill it out and get it in there, I feel like that gives us a great advantage. And just having the greatest facility in the SWAC, in the Southwestern Athletic Conference, that gives us a lot of confidence, knowing that a lot of teams don't have that. Yeah. So it's just like playing in there, it gives you a sense of that you belong, and this is real. This is also real Division I hoops. So it gives you a lot of perspective.
Omari?
Best facility in the SWAC for sure. It's just the energy and the atmosphere is just bar none. Man, we ready.
Definitely.
Good deal. All right, guys, we'll get you out here on this. Omari, you're from the Cincinnati area, and Dailin, you're from Colorado.
Exactly.
So clearly, you had to have some sort of culture shock coming to Huntsville, but you had to like something about Huntsville. So what did you enjoy the most about being here in the Rocket City and continuing your college basketball careers?
I mean, it was definitely the city. The city is nice. It's kind of low key. It's not really overpopulated yet, but it's still growing. So it's like the perfect situation for me, for the guy that I am. You know, I'm kind of low key. You know, kind of like to stay out of the way and chill. So it's like kind of like the perfect city for me to come to, and you know, and I'm blessed enough to play college basketball here. So, you know, everything came together for me in one.
Yeah, I feel like he can attest to this too as well. It's just, like he said, we're low-key guys, so it allows us to focus better. You know, being in this environment that's growing, but you know, it's not too crowded, it's not too much for us to handle as well. So it allows us to focus and stay steady in our books and with our workouts and stuff like that. So it's great for us.
All right, so we want to thank Omari Peek and Dailin Smith for joining us here on a Sunday Sit Down with Fox 54 Sports Extra. Stay tuned. We've got more on the show coming up next.